10 of the most painful insect stings in the world. A bee sting isn't a significant concern for most people. Yes, it hurts and the bee does die. However, for most people, the process is more of a nuisance than a severe reason for concern. If you're allergic, it's a very different story. But what if you were stung by something far more dangerous or even lethal than a bee? Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we will see the 10 of the most painful insect stings in the world. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss out on such interesting content. Alright, without further ado, let's get started with our list. Number 10. Sweat bee. The sweat bee, named from its addiction and attraction to the salts in human perspiration, is one of the most common bees in the world, second only to the honeybee. Sweat bees are abundant in northern parts of the United States, and there are over 1,000 species in total. Sweat bees are only 3 to 10 m long. If you try to remove the sweat bee from your skin, it will sting you. The female sweat bee, on the other hand, will sting you, although the male bee would just pinch you if agitated. A female sweat bee sting can cause little discomfort and a persistent burning feeling. Severe itching and the production of papules are other common signs of a sweat bee sting. Treatment for sweat bee stings include seeking prompt medical assistance if the person exhibits severe swelling. Homemade ammonia and apple cider vinegar can help alleviate the pain and burning sensations caused by a sweat bee sting, while baking soda can help with itching. Number 9. Bullet ant. Okay, it's safe to state that the sting of a bullet ant is one of the most agonizing pains known to man. The sting of bullet ants, as the name implies, is supposed to be as terrible as a gunshot. This sting will produce excruciating pain that will persist for almost 24 hours. The lethal bullet ants are also among the world's largest ants. They can grow to be up to 1.2 inches long. Bullet ants can be found primarily in the rainforests of Nicaragua and Paraguay. Bullet ants make their nests at the foot of trees. They spend the most of their time foraging on the forest floor. Bullet ants will only attack humans if they feel threatened. Their long, sharp stingers should be a dead giveaway, and the sting is 30 times more severe than a bee sting. Unlike honeybees, deadly bullet ants will continue to sting you as many times as they possibly can. The particular ponerotoxin chemical found in bullet ant venom is extremely potent and damages the victim's central nervous system. It might cause tremors and temporary paralysis of the limbs. Victims who have been stung repeatedly by bullet ants should seek medical assistance right away. Cleaning the injured area with soap and water is one method of treating a bullet ant sting. Apply baking soda to the bite area to minimize swelling and irritation, and use ice packs to relieve pain. Number 8. Honeybee. The honeybee is not quite as dangerous and certainly not as lethal as some of the other insects on this list. During the spring and summer months, the honeybee, Apis mellifera, can be found almost anywhere on the planet. This innocuous little creature is in charge of generating, you guessed it, honey. It's not clear how honey is formed. It's just nectar ingested and regurgitated over and over until it's ready to use. In case you missed it, what I'm saying is that honey is bee vomit. Doesn't it sound better now? Regardless, while bees are normally not afraid to sting, they are extremely protective of their nests and honey. Unfortunately for both sides, when they sting, they leave behind a barbed sting that is extremely painful, as well as a piece of their insides containing the still pumping venom sac. This is a painful death for the bee, as well as a painful experience for the victim of the sting. The infamous Africanized killing bee, Apis mellifera scutellata, is a honeybee subspecies. While they generate more honey, they are also extremely aggressive and have resulted in fatalities while swarming. According to reports, they may pursue a victim for almost a mile and can be angry for days afterwards. Number 7. Paper wasp. Paper wasps get their name from their gorgeous nests that look like they're made of paper. They made nests on the building's roofs and door frames. Paper wasps are not violent. However, don't be fooled by their ingenuity and non-aggressive demeanor. They will attack you if you disturb their nests. The presence of paper wasp nests in humans can be extremely harmful. The sting of a paper wasp is extremely unpleasant and can cause allergic reactions in certain people. When a paper wasp is threatened, It rapidly releases pheromones to alert other members of its colony. The outcomes may be worse than you expect. These paper wasps have the ability to sting numerous times and inflict very serious health problems, which could result in the victim's death. Intense pain, itching, swelling, allergic responses, redness, and, as previously stated, death are all symptoms of their sting. However, for individuals who are allergic to paper wasp sting, immediate medical intervention is required. Immunotherapy is an excellent treatment option for allergic reactions. Also, apply ice to the stung location to alleviate discomfort and swelling. Number 6. Yellow Jack. Vespula sp. Sometimes known as the yellow jacket in America and the wasp in other countries, is widely recognized as one of the most vexing insects on the planet. The paper nests, which can contain thousands of individuals, are sometimes found in attics or even underground in ancient rabbit tunnels. Yellow jackets, like other wasps, have the ability to sting several times. Bees, on the other hand, perish after using them. This means that, while both groups will cheerfully sting to defend their nests, wasps will also sting in defense and merely to sting you. They're scumbags. Number 5. Tarantula hawk. This one is pure nightmare fuel. The tarantula hawk is a vicious spider wasp that feeds on tarantulas, making it one of those insects you don't want to mess with. As if that wasn't frightening enough, the tarantula hawk has one of the scariest appearances of any insect, with a bluish-black body and vividly colored wings, but there are varieties with black wings and blue accents. The tarantula hawk has lengthy legs with hooked claws at the end, which allows it to grip its victims while delivering one of the most excruciating stings in the world. Schmidt describes a tarantula hawk sting as shockingly electric, ferocious, and blinding, and it is enough to make someone lie down while screaming in pain. Ouch! Number 4. Red harvester ant. The red harvester ant is one of the greatest options for living in an ant farm, making it less of a pest. These ants have an almost square head with relatively long bodies, no spine, and their reddish-orange hue distinguishes them from other ant species. The good news is that these ants are actually quite docile critters who are reluctant attackers. However, their sting is excruciatingly severe. To put it another way, their bite feels like an ingrown toenail. It was excruciatingly painful. Number 3. Bald-faced hornet. Bald-faced hornets, also known as white-tailed hornets, bald hornets, bull wasps, or white-faced hornets, are huge insects with white or cream patterns on the abdomen and front of the head, giving them their name. These insects have an aggressive mindset and will not hesitate to attack if they detect an intruder, making them difficult to eradicate. Unlike other bees and wasps, their smooth stingers allow them to repeatedly sting the threat. Their sting is described as meaty, crisp, or rich. Because this insect's sting contains venom, the sting is painful, and an individual will most likely swell for up to 24 hours. Number 2. Bullhorn acacia ant. The symbiotic link between bullhorn acacia ants and the bullhorn acacia plant is widely known. This aggressive ant species is found throughout Central America in bullhorn acacia trees. The relationship between acacia ants and their host plants is critical to their survival. Acacia ants defend the host plant in exchange for a nesting location and food. Acacia ants are extremely aggressive, attacking insects, herbivores, and even humans who come into touch with the plant. The acacia ants will sting the invaders repeatedly and painfully. Avoiding touch with bullhorn acacia bushes is the greatest option for avoiding the painful sting. Number 1. Fire ant. When it comes to the most excruciating stings, fire ants are undoubtedly one of the first insects that come to mind. Anyone who has been stung by a fire ant will never go near these insects again. They are so named because their bites feel like fire, causing acute pain, considerable swelling, and trouble breathing. Fire ants can be found in enormous quantities throughout Central and South America's rainforests. Fire ants are extremely aggressive and reside in colonies under mounds, rotting trees, or beneath rocks. They will attack anything that has caused them distress. When the fire ants are startled, they immediately climb over the invader and begin putting the stinger into the skin to inject poison. They will sting repeatedly and attack in groups. Fire ant venom comprises oily aliphatic alkaloids and piperidine toxin, both of which are harmful to the skin. Fire ant swarms can induce severe medical symptoms such as sharp pain, strong itching, swelling, vomiting, high heart rate, trouble breathing, and the creation of white pustules. Fire ant sting treatment includes the victim should seek medical assistance right away. To avoid infection, wash the bitten area with water and soap. To relieve pain and itching, apply hydrocortisone cream. To avoid skin injury, apply ice to the affected region. Have you ever been stung? What was your most painful sting, and was there a painful sting we didn't cover? Let me know in the comments down below, and as always, thanks for watching.